Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is our game between. We have Expandable University and That's Crazy playing today, both of which are in the Diamond tier. Please pardon the technical difficulties we're having. I am still figuring out how to get this whole Twitch thing working. Today, unlike yesterday, I do have assistance casting. So, to the Rose League, I'd like to welcome Mika to our casting team.
Hey guys, how you doing?
So Hamika will be joining me as we cast today's games. Everyone in chat, if you wouldn't mind giving him a warm welcome, that would be much appreciated. I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Be my first time casting, so I do apologize if I mess up a little.
We're all new here, right? So,
yes.
So whatever happens, happens, and
Yeah.
Most importantly, good luck to to both teams.
Yeah, it'll be a very exciting game.
Yes, it should be. This, I believe, is the third game happening with a Diamond tier team. However, this is the first game for both of these two teams.
Sounds good.
Running on the first map will be Watchpoint Gibraltar. We know about these teams. We know absolutely nothing. So it'll be interesting to see what they try to run. As we saw yesterday with making plays, an off-meta composition is what seemed to be winning them the maps. And it'll be interesting to see if either of these two teams took notes from that. If they did, I am very interested in seeing more of those off-meta compositions and would be very happy if either team were able to pull them out.
Yeah, I love watching off-meta compositions because not only are they just like not normal, but they're just like very interesting to watch because they always work in like a weird way. Like the team will like together flank in a different way, and I find those very interesting. They're always really fun to watch.
It is. I am thinking here, though, that won't be the case. Just because, sorry, pardon this.
That's alright.
I'm thinking, however, this will be a very standard game between both teams. I think making plays is kind of an anomaly in the scene right now. However, at a please pardon all the chatting. Things are still being figured out. But anyways, as I was saying, I have a feeling in the future making plays is gonna have to is gonna be a leader in the community in terms of compositions. Maybe not affecting the whole scene, but the scene of the Rose League, I feel, will be greatly impacted by teams like making plays.
So you're saying like they're gonna form metas within the league?
Yeah, like similar to how Goats was known for their Goats comp. Making plays would be very similar to that in having their plays comp. Horrible name, but you know.
Yeah.
For lack of a better name at the moment.
At Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Alright, looks like we're entering here.
We are entering the game. So, for all those of you watching, on the side of yellow is Expandable University, and in the green is That's Crazy. Now, defending first, I believe, is That's Crazy with Expandable University starting off on attack.
I'm excited to see what's going on.
Now, Expandable University tempting me with the Torbjorn pick, which it seems like they're getting off of. One day I'll see my Swedish daddy in action. Now, on the side of That's Crazy, they are running a very divey comp.
Yeah, I can agree.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Opting So, as
5, 4, 3, 2.
So we're ready to get attack here.
Attackers incoming.
Looks like they're gonna run a very divey comp here as well. They're gonna go up top, contesting each other. You can see that the D.Va and the Winston are fighting. Just no picks so far, but it looks like they're just gonna keep going as they push the payload here. Solid Water will get a pick on Henry YC, while Kalette will jump up. Endil will get a pick on Nuke Elema. Not too much is happening right now, just a few picks. Endil will get a pick on Solid Water here, along with Kalette getting a pick on 50. The payload is getting slowly escorted. You can see that Kalette also got a pick on Bronze rank. Very good picks, and looks like they're going to actually cap this point here.
Yeah, it's a very solidly won fight coming out from Expandable University, pushing, making plays back into the spawn.
Looks like they're making it back. Futmob gets a pick on Blue Toxin. Payload's still going. No one to contest it right now. iDivine going in, but looks like they're not going to do it because they capped it right away. Bronze rank one shot. Gonna get picked off. iDivine, D-Mac. Blue Toxin's got to back off a little here. Nuke Llama also dead. iDivine. 50 will pick off Henry YC with his Venom Mine. Looks like a lot of ults for both of the teams. All of them both have every single one of their ults, so I can expect to see a lot of them here. Endil got to back off after Solid Water does some solid damage to him. Looks like Kalette is up top, ready to contest. We got a Nano Genji Blade over here, but we're gonna pop the trans from Nuke Llama here. Another, but looks like they're gonna just use all of their ults to contest this. They don't want any Dragon Blades tonight.
Yes, no Dragon Blades indeed. Neither finding any kills.
We got a D.Va Bomb by iDivine. Not gonna find anyone. But we have another D.Va Bomb from Jinpachi. Gonna find Nuke. Still no payload right now. Kalet's gonna find Solid Water. Oh, we have a pause here.
Oh, we have a pause coming out here. Very interesting. I'm going to career profile so you guys don't have to hear.
We have a disconnect.
Oh, a disconnect coming out. Who was that by?
iDivine.
iDivine. Who was he playing? He was playing the D.Va on the side of That's Crazy. He didn't have the ult, so they're not losing much.
Yeah, they just used their ult, so it should be pretty fine.
For those of you watching, just as a refresher, on the left side in the green is That's Crazy. On the right side in the yellow is Expandable University. Right now, both teams using a lot of ultimates in this last fight, but as it stands, Expandable University getting the picks they need. This might be a very one-sided affair going through point B, as both teams throw out a lot of ults. But if Expandable University takes this, that'll be a huge win on their side, as they'll be able to get likely to the bridge without any sort of recontest coming out of making plays. However, if they lose this fight here, which seems unlikely as of now, Expandable University will be sent back to spawn with almost no ults on their side, making it nearly impossible for them to take point B in a reasonable amount of time. Their clock will be drained down to a point where, when they try to take point C, the defenders having the spawn advantage could very easily close out the map without team capturing both point or all 3 points.
Doesn't look like iDivine is joining back very quickly here. Wonder what happened.
Yeah, there is a 5-minute 5-minute limit for each team to pause. If iDivine doesn't make it back, I'm not sure what the ruling will be on that. I believe that if he doesn't make it back, the game will be unpaused and making plays will just, or not making plays, my bad, that's crazy. We'll have to continue the game 6v5.
Oh, iDivine has returned.
iDivine has returned indeed. So the game is starting up once again, and we will be getting right back into it. Nuke Llama with the R spam.
Very
And
much
here we
ready.
go. Take it away, Hamika.
Alright, looks like Blue Toxin still here. Looks like iDivine's gonna go right back to the deep. Henry YC still getting that picks. We got 2 picks on 2 people. The point very close to being capped here. They're gonna cap it right now. So it looks like they're gonna have to defend on the 3rd point now. iDivine going off the edge. Jinpachi pops off bronze rank. Food Mob also gets Nuka Llama. On top of that, Expandable University has a lot of ult advantage here, so they're gonna have quite an advantage in the fight.
Yes, they will indeed. As that's crazy starts to regroup and aggress towards the point.
You see, that's crazy. He takes over the point, but we got a Nano Winston in the back room. Kala gets Nuka Llama. Endil applying pressure. Henry YC gets solid water here. Kala is just making a huge push. Still 4 minutes to spare, and looks like they might cap the point here. 50 from spawn. Henry YC gets Blue Toxin as well. They have walls popped from Expandable University, but I don't think that's going to be too much. I mean, not Expandable, that's crazy. We have Lucio's ult from Expandable University. Transcendence from that's crazy, but it doesn't look like that's going to be too much. It's just going to be some time stall. We have the Diva Bomb from Jinpachi. He's going to find iDivine. Blue Toxin and 50 here. Still, 50 finds Talit. Huge shatter from Blue Toxin. Looks like they're going to actually contest this. But Endil in the back line gets 2 of them with 1 dash. Doesn't seem like Endil will be able to do much. He's a one-man team here. Solid Water going behind to get him. Henry YC picks him off. Blue Toxin's hammer is down. I mean, shield's down. 50 coming in. We got a nanoed Winston here, applying a lot of pressure. And slowly back up, and they get it. Very good push.
A very dominant first half coming out of Expandable University. That's crazy. Going for some solid recontests at multiple times, but never quite pulling it off. As far as Watchpoint Gibraltar goes, you can't really do much better than a 4-minute push. So it'll be interesting to see if That's Crazy can turn it around in this half and match or even come close to the blazing fast time set by Expandable University. As we're talking about Expandable University, the comp coming out of them seems to be a Bastion comp, as we saw from Making Plays last night. Actually, Jinpachi swapping off the Mercy onto the Diva. It'll be. I don't know how well the Bastion strat will work with Ana and Zen on the healers. Oh, and there come the swaps. Pico Rutro off to Zen and Endil onto Genji.
Attackers incoming in
They were
30
debating me. Henry C on his Widow, and he was very dominant in the first half, getting many of the picks that won Expandable University their fights. Expandable University hiding as they wait for the beginning of the round as it starts now in 5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And here we go, round 2.
Attackers incoming.
So they're running a very divey comp as well. Looks like they're gonna try to maybe go up top here. Again, the same fight as before in the first round. See if they can get any picks here. Bronze rank down below on his own here. It's very risky. Looks like he's gonna back off though. Widow duel going on, but not much is gonna come out of it. The payload's just being pushed. Looks like Expandable University is gonna have to. They just gone under the bridge now, so this is where Expandable has the advantage. Still no picks at all from either teams yet. Looks like Food Mob's gonna get it. That's the first pick of the match right now. Endo will get Nuka Lama. Jinpachi will get iDivine demect, and looks like Expandable University will probably get this. Very good picks.
Yes, an excellent defense inside of Expandable University. That's crazy. Opting on a Sombra, not quite getting anything done with her hack, even though she got very good positioning in the backline of Expandable University.
Solid Water will pick off Henry YC here. So they're down the Widow. Solid Water free to do whatever he wants now. Solid Water picks off Pilger. Uh-oh. iDivine will pick up Khaled. Very good push. Bronze rank will get Endil. And they get the first point. Blue Toxin, very pushed far up.
Bronze rank does get the kill on the Pickle Rutro, which is gonna be a and on to Henry YC
Solid Water
as well.
also gets Henry YC.
This
Solid
is
Water
work.
turning it around. Payload's being pushed in the back here as the tanks of that's crazy are pushing up very far. Solid Water gets Endil once again. We have a Nano Winston here. Payload's still being pushed. Winston jumps on it, along with both tanks of Expandable University. We have a Trans popped from that's crazy. Henry YC will finally get Solid Water once again. Khaled's picked, but we also have a Dragon Blade here from Endil. We'll pick off Nuka Lama. But iDivine will take him out. Not much worth out of that except one pick. We have Diva Bomb from iDivine. Won't find anyone while Henry YC will pick off Bronze rank. iDivine will get Pickler. Or I don't know how to pronounce his name. Looks like Expandable University is going to hold this one this time.
Yeah, very back and forth affair coming out from both sides, but Expandable University ends up winning the fight, getting many ults out from the side of that's crazy, and this could stall them to a point where they end up finishing this point with maybe a minute to 30 seconds remaining on the clock. And if that's the case, I don't think they'll be able to stand up to what Expandable University has put out from their attack.
Got Blue Toxin diving in. No picks yet. Just a lot of contesting with Khaled just on the front line here. Henry YC will pick off Blue Toxin and Nuka Lama. Might have that's crazy. We'll have to back off here because they're getting picked one by one.
For all those of you watching, yes, the Moira damage orb is yellow. For Expandable University. The Sombra 50 setting up in the backline once again. I don't know if she'll be able to do anything, as she hasn't been able to accomplish much so far.
Widow actually pops her ult, so Sombra is not going to make much use of that. She's going to have to back off with her team. like they're going up top here, but we have a Dragon Blade from Endel again. We'll pick off 50. We have a Transcendence now from Pickler Oro. I Divine will get 2 picks though. Blue Toxin gets Fut Mob. Jinpachi will get Blue Toxin, but it looks like that's crazy. We'll get this second point here. Solid Water picking off Pickler. Bronze rank getting Henry. A lot of picks, good stagger.
It's good stagger.
Very pushed up here. Blue Toxin will actually switch to the Reinhardt. Well, Endel will switch to Pharah. We have Primal Rage from Khaled though. Blue Toxin backing off to the point. Khaled nanoed, but we have a Diva Bomb. Doesn't find anything. An EMP though, huge EMP. 50 finds Khaled. Solid Water finds Henry YC. Endo will actually pick off Solid Water though. Blue Toxin pushed very far. Look out for that Hanzo. The payload's getting very close. Got Lucio contesting the point here. Khaled and Jinpachi pushing in. Diva Bomb, the behind though, will pick off Blue Toxin while Endel picks off Nuka-Llama. That's crazy, is gonna have to back off here because they don't have enough people to push.
Yeah, an excellent defense coming out on the side of Expandable University. However, the ultimates used by them maybe will cost them this point. That's crazy, having a significant ult advantage. However, Expandable University is close to both the EMP and Dragon Strike, and they'll have to put up a hell of a defense with just those 2 ultimates.
With Dragon Strike coming out. Blue Toxin very pushed up, all on his own though. He's gonna anti and slept. He's just gonna get picked off right away. Nuka-Llama out here on his own now. He's gonna get picked by Khaled. And Solid Water's gonna get Khaled though. Seems like that's crazy. He still needs to back off because he's down a lot of people. They're all back now.
60 seconds.
Yeah, 60 seconds remaining. Significant difference to 301. Huge EMP and Shatter from Expandable University. Very good picks. You know, sleep Solid Water to stagger him. Bronze rank is gonna have to back off here.
That's Expandable University putting up an excellent defense with the few ults that they had. Now the ult economy seems to be favoring them, at least for the moment. That's crazy, being very close to a lot of ults, but not quite there. If they choose to hold of this fight.
This is probably going to be their final push here. Henry YC all in the back line. Doesn't have EMP. They have a Nano Rind, but he's going to get shattered. Pickle pops his ult as well. Almost everyone's using ult. Huge EMP from 50. He's going to pick 2 ults. Khaled's going to get killed by Blue Toxin. Khaled's going to get Nuka-Llama. 50's going to pick Khaled though. This is a very mixed one. We have a Diva Bomb and a Rav. 50 is going to come. Solid Water is going to back up as well. Jinpachi hacked. He's going to get melted down. Demacked. I Divine doing a lot of work. Blue Toxin kills Henry. Khaled, the Shatter onto Blue Toxin. Not going to find too much though. Endel going for 50. 50 will pick off Khaled though. Pickle on the point contesting here, but it's not going to do much. They actually cap it.
Yes, a very, very good fight coming out on the side of that's crazy. Expandable University using a lot of their ultimates to no avail. Had their ultimate usage been better throughout that fight, it very easily could have gone in their favor. As well as that, Henry C did get an excellent hack onto Bronze Ring at the beginning of the fight on the Moira as she popped Coalescence. Henry C hacked her. However, the follow-up from Expandable University wasn't there. I have been told the stream title is wrong, so real quick, while I have a second, I'm going to confirm that it is set properly.
Attackers
And indeed, it is wrong.
50 trolling us with a Torb here. I'm not sure if he's going to keep that. To see that Expandable University is
three,
keeping with their original
one.
here,
Attackers incoming.
and they are gonna use the attack Torb.
It's the
It's a very
Swedish
interesting
Papa.
pick. He's gonna place the turret onto the point and rush away. It's the good benefit of the new Torb. Very interesting though. So they're just gonna stay on the payload. Henry YC picks off Solid Water. So they're gonna back up a little here.
I'm surprised there wasn't more aggression coming out from Expandable University there. They could have staggered them to a point where they have to stagger in had they gotten just one more pick.
They're pushing in now. Looks like they're going up top while people are on the payload. They're gonna keep Nuka Llama and 50 on the payload here. Solid Water fighting up top in Blue Box while Blue Toxin is getting really damaged. Henry YC will pick off Solid Water though. Nuka Llama and everyone are on the payload. Endel picks off the turret. Henry YC will pick off 50 as well. iDivine will demech Jinpachi, but then Jinpachi will get Blue Toxin in return. Looks like this fight is favored towards Expandable University.
Endil standing on cart popping Dragon Blade has no one to kill as everybody's already dead on the side of that's crazy.
Score.
A very solid defense, and
Switching sides.
I don't think there's anything that that's crazy will be able to do to hold them off. 4 minutes to push onto maybe around 2/3 the objective.
This will be a very hard defense.
It will be indeed. The attack toward the Swedish Papa not doing as much as that's crazy would have hoped. However, it did win some caster love, so points for that. It seems as if both teams are running the comps. They've been very accustomed to running for the past few rounds. Endil and Henry C have been putting in work for this Expandable University, really outshining Solid Water and 50 on the DPS role. And I think that's the difference between these two teams. The DPS from both teams are seem to be on two different playing fields.
So they're gonna do dive again.
Stop the payload.
Just gonna push to the top while someone's probably gonna sit on the payload here. Actually, no one's gonna sit on the payload. They're just all gonna go up top here. Team fight up top. Everyone's anti though, so they're gonna have to back off. Henry, when I see it down in the bottom, looking for some picks. Khaled diving, but it's not gonna find too much. They're just gonna sit on the payload. Khaled applying pressure again, along with Pickle. Pickle's gonna boop him off. Henry YC is gonna find Blue Toxin. Very pushed right now. Endel up Blue Box. Still one person sitting on the payload while they push. And then that's crazy, it's just backing off. Solid Water will find Henry YC. So they're pushing in now. iDivine is sleep darted. Blue Toxin pushing very far with Nuka Llama. But there's still some fighting in the back. Now they're very pushed up. Blue Toxin will demech Jinpachi, and they will have to back up. But that's okay because they have plenty of time. Nuka Llama will pop her ult just to give everyone on the team armor.
Yes, however, 5 ultimates ready on the side of Expandable University here. This could be a very decisive fight for this match.
We have a Nano Blade from Endel again. Solid Water as well. 2 Dragon Blades. Solid Water will find more use out of his. And Eye Divine will shred him down. A solid defense.
As I had said, both teams with a lot of ultimates, but that's crazy. Winning that fight may be what turns this map around for them. It'll take time for Expandable University to build those ultimates back up, and until then, a push will be very difficult. However, Sights does come up from Henry's team. That may be the advantage they need. As well as that Endil swapping over to the Doomfist from the Genji. It'll be interesting to see how he goes about playing this. Henry C swapping off to Zarya. It appears like a Goats comp is running another pause. Interesting. Jinpachi forced to leave the game. I'm assuming due to connection issues. This game has been plagued by disconnects, unfortunately for you guys. Since we've been talking for quite a while and haven't had, we've kind of run our course, would anybody in the chat like to offer any insights, be it to the quality of the stream or to the game itself? We're more than open to hearing what everyone has to say while we wait for this game to start back up.
Gladly.
Endil is bad, or Endil is bad. That's Essence with the savage roast onto Endil. I, however, would have to disagree. Endil has been putting in work on his Genji.
I would have to agree. He's actually put quite a bit of work, and his Dragon Blades have been pretty consistent from what I've seen. At least they've gotten at least 1 kill for every Dragon Blade. Some of them not even nanoed.
Yes, Unique Echoes, thank you for saying the stream is fine. I'm glad we could get it going for you. Diamond OW, stream is not in 4K, 144 FPS. Well, you know what? Sometimes you just have to settle. That's the story of my life. Swag Pony, Essence is a washed 4.4 peak. Well, sorry about that, Essence.
You heard the man. Sorry, Essence.
Everybody in the chat now seems to have gotten into a roast fest with each other. As you know what? As the caster, I'd love to see it. If you guys want to keep flaming each other in the chat, go for it. Just keep it to a reasonable amount of toxicity. Endil has confirmed.
Coming back.
Endil has confirmed that what's his name? I forget at the moment.
Jinpachi.
Will be coming back.
Jinpachi, I believe, was
Jinpachi, yes. Was the
Jinpachi
diva.
was the diva, yes.
I do believe he may have had his ultimate actually, which, if that were the case, that would be
It'd be quite a loss.
yeah. Also, while we have a second, no ultimates even remotely close to being ready for on the side of
University.
yes, Expandable University. With only 1 minute and 36 seconds on the clock, Goats Comp isn't particularly known for how fast they charge their ultimates. So I don't believe in the time they have they'll be able to build up enough ultimates to be able to really contest this. Jinpachi has rejoined, and it appears as if everyone's rejoining and ready to go. We'll have to see how Expandable Uni tries to do this without any ultimates, whereas That's Crazy has both tankles at the moment, and at the rate Solid Water and 50 have been charging their ultimates, I imagine they won't be far behind. Nucleum is confirmed, both teams are ready, and here we go.
Here we go. Just waiting for Jinpachi to pick. Looks like he's sticking with the D.Va pick. So they're ready to push in with their Goats comp here. Gonna try and go for the payload. Straight down. Solid Water is gonna go up top. Just gonna apply some pressure from above. Divine will pop his bomb here. Not gonna find anyone though, as he's able to successfully remech. They're applying pressure here. Endil will find Solid Water though.
60 seconds.
It's just a lot of fights. A lot of them are anti right now. Endil sleep darted. 50 will find Henry YC. Endil's gonna have to back off here. Nukalama found Khaled. Looks like they might have to fully back off. They have a Solid with a Reaper now. Divine will find Jinpachi, and that's a full reset.
Yes, very good composition swaps coming out from That's Crazy. Top of the Far and Reaper, both known counters to a Goats comp. However, despite what I said, Goats comp nearly has almost all of the ultimates ready.
50 with the Barrage finds 2 of them. Khaled, Nanoed Ryan, finds Nukalama, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. 50 with the Nano as well. With a bomb, yeah, finds Jinpachi. Now we just have Pickle on the point, but not even going to be able to ult. Endil just with the contest, not going to be able to do too much with his damage, but just enough to get his team back, I guess. As they're all heading back here, Khaled find Nukalama, but Blue Toxin finds Fruit Mob. Khaled's anti-ed here, so that's going to be troubling for him. Endil with the Tracer in the back line. Bronze Rank will find him. Khaled finds Bronze Rank. 50 finds Khaled. Jinpachi, D-Max Divine. Pickle just on the point with Jinpachi, and that's it. Blue Toxin, pop his ult and get Pickle, and it looks like that's going to be it.
An amazing hold coming out from That's Crazy. 4 minutes on Watchpoint Gibraltar. Very convincing win, actually. Much to our surprise. We'll be right back as we wait for the next map. However, I will have to, upon player request, I will be setting a slightly longer stream delay. So if the stream seems to cut out or anything like that, that is why, and we will be back very shortly. Haimika, do you have any insights to offer while
I think that That's Crazy really needs to try and shut down Endil and Henry YC, because Henry YC is doing really good on the Widow, but other than that, they're still doing fine. I mean, they had a great defense.
Yeah, that's crazy. Once they figured out that Henry C and Endil were the core of Expandable University and started to take advantage of it, they found much more success. Whereas Expandable University not finding a way to transfer the needs of the team over to other members of the team. It appears as if one of the members of Expandable University is going on a potty break. Divine's quote there. Oh, and they are ready now. Our next map will be on Lijiang Tower. We didn't get to see any Lijiang Tower yesterday, if I recall correctly. I believe what did we play on yesterday? You know, I couldn't tell you. It very well could have been Lijiang. Both teams nearly ready, and we'll be right back within just a moment.
Lijiang Tower is very famous for its, especially in Control Center, with its Junkrat McCree play. So I'm interested to see if they do anything like that.
Yes, Brawl heavy comps. Brawl heavy comps do tend to rule Lijiang. So, I expect to see, at least on Control Center, some very, very Brawl or a lot of Death Ball or a lot of Goats to come out from both sides. However, our first map is not Control Center, and it is Garden. So we will be having...
Night Market.
or Night Market. I am good at this game.
Of course.
So now that I've said that, both teams having prepared their compositions, Endale on the Torbjorn tempting me once more. I'm gonna have to talk to them after the game. You know, you can't do this to me. If you're picking the Torb, you're sticking the Torb. You know, that's how it goes.
Well, they pulled it out last game. It did decent.
They did.
Gets good pressure.
And
Looks
Athens
like they
Vegas as
actually
well.
are gonna run the Torb.
They are indeed.
Oh, never mind. That last minute switch. Endil.
Endale with the debate.
So both teams are gonna come. Looks like they're gonna come down the middle here. Both teams here. They're gonna both go to the side. Just both sides stepping onto the point. So it looks like Blue Toxin's pushing in a little, applying some pressure. Kalet's going to the back line though. Solid Water picks off Pickle. Just some pressure going on. Kalet's still in the back line. Looks like he's gonna get punished. 50 on him. But it looks like we have backup coming in. So we're gonna have to back off to the point, but they have capped it. Blue Toxin will pick off Endil. Very good plays, but Blue Toxin's low, so yeah, healed up here. He sleep darted. He's gonna push in as Nuka-Llama picks off Khaled. Looks like this is gonna be a full win for That's Crazy.
Yes, on the side of That's Crazy, they did get the early capture onto the point, meaning even though they won that fight, they built up more percentage than they would have otherwise, because while the fight was happening, they managed to build up some control percentage.
We see here Henry YC flanking with the Sombra invisible. Gonna try and get a sneaky hack or two. Going all the way around. Solid Water pops his ult, so now everyone's getting armor around him. He's gonna push in. Pallet nanos as Blue Toxin shatters, but it's not going to do much because he gets sleep darted right away. We have a very aggressive Ana here by Footmob. Gets to make a health pack though, so he should be fine. Solid Water kills Jinpashi's mech, so he's going to ult. So he gets right back in there. Henry YC will hack Solid Water. Solid Water gets picked off, but that doesn't matter because iDivine got Khaled. Henry YC gets Solid Water. Blue Toxin sleep darting, he's just going to be left here as Expendable University backs off a little. Pickle will revive Henry. We gotta really push in now because it's at 90%. Huge EMP from Henry, gets nuke. Looks like they're able to push more. Henry YC getting picks, and Andil. Solid Water gets FUT mopped though. Looks like they cap it. But 50 and Solid Water getting picks as well. Kala gets Solid Water though. 50 D-Max, it's a good stagger. That's Crazy, is gonna have to back off.
Thunderstorm Gaming coming out with a very nice recapture of the objective. However, if That's Crazy takes even 1 point away, takes a point for any period of time, they will take this round.
That's Crazy, just going straight to the point. Pops Lucio's ult here. But we have an ult from Endil, but it's gonna get fully eaten by the D.Va here. Huge grab. Looks like That's Crazy is gonna cap it. Pickle gonna res, but it's not gonna do much. We have a Primal Rage from Khaled. That's not gonna do much. Huge EMP from Henry YC. Nano Primal Rage still going in, doesn't get any kills. The Solid Water is just ripping apart their team. Now it's just about who can trickle in. We have a D.Va Bomb from Jinpachi. Not gonna find anyone as Solid Water picks off Footmob. Jinpachi gets his mech shredded. Jinpachi's down. Looks like That's Crazy is gonna cap this.
That is the end of the round. It's that crazy. Takes it 1-0 on the round.
Score.
What's interesting to note there is that last EMP coming out from Henry C has managed to catch Blue Toxin in the middle of his Earth Shatter and actually canceled it, which was very impressive from Henry C. But despite Henry C's hacks, as happened in Gibraltar, Expandable University wasn't quite able to follow up on it.
5, 4.
And yes, to the chat, there has been glitches involving colorblind colors. I'm going to be going over those in the future, trying to either A, get them fixed, or B, remove them.
You see, that's crazy going down back while Expendable University is going straight to the point here. Looks like they're running a Goats comp, so that's going to be very offensive to Expendable University. Reinhardt hacked here, so he's going to have to fall back, but he's going straight up again. Just a lot of contesting damage, but that's crazy. Looks like he's about to cap it. Oh, and Khaled just going straight in. Lots of damage coming through from that's crazy. So they're gonna demech Jinpachi and get Khaled. So Expendable University is gonna have to back up. We still have Pickle slightly contesting here, but it seems like he jumped too high, so they're gonna cap that.
Yeah, Expandable University chose to run a dive into what they didn't realize was the Goats composition, so the switches coming out from them now are much more aligned with what they need to really counter Goats comp. However, the Genji to the Brigida may be too much for Endil to handle.
Nuka Elama has picked up Jinpachi while Divine has gotten Khaled. Endil's also picked off, so it looks like that's crazy. He's going to go all the way to spawn, get a lot of picks, and then back up. Very good stagger on their part. Just the respawns coming in now. On top of that, that's crazy. I've been winning these fights without using any ults, and their ult advantage is insane. They almost have every single one of them, compared to Expendable University, where they only have 3. We have a Grav EMP though. Endil Nano Blade here. We'll find Blue Toxin and I Divine. Looks like that just crazy might lose this fight here. 50 getting shredded down by Khaled. Solid Water stuns Khaled for his shield. Looks like Blue Toxin comes in for a huge shatter. Blue Toxin to take out Jinpachi. Pickle will use his ult though to help with the teammate surviving, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Khaled does shatter and gets Blue Toxin, but it's not enough as Solid Water, I Divine, and Nuka Lama take them all out. Endil will find Nuka Lama, but will kill himself.
Yeah, Expandable University. Expandable University didn't quite have what it took to counter Goats. The Goats' biggest strength is that nobody dies because of all the health they have with the tanks and the massive amount of healing coming out from the triple support. Not being able to get insta kills is really gonna set them back. Really, to pull off a good Goats comp, or to really counter a Goats comp, you're gonna need either massive damage that someone like a Reaper or Pharah can provide, or you're gonna need something more like a stop with the pardon me, Futmob is talking. Hamika, if you want to take over.
Yeah. So currently the score is 2-1 going to that's
2-0. Sorry.
2-0. I mean, sorry, that's my apologies. 2-0. For that's crazy in the lead right now. Looks like their Ghost comp here was very strong. They I believe that was a 99-0 that round right there, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah,
yeah.
it was very heavy-handed.
Very solid defense. So now we're going to go into Hanamura. You see here, that's crazy. His defense is very strong. So I'm going to see. I'm quite intrigued to see how well they do in this. The harder to attack maps, as there's only one door you can enter if you're not a mobile hero.
Okay, please pardon this. I am having stream issues. Hamika, you're going to have to re-invite me in just a moment.
All right, sounds good.
If anyone in the chat and if anyone in the game asks, just say I'll be back in just a second. Okay, and we are good to go. Where is Hamika? Join game.
Traveling to Hanamura.
Okay,
Alright.
and here we go on to Hanamura. Pardon all the stream issues today, and it appears as if nothing has been fixed, surprisingly. So, unfortunately, both teams are green now. I believe for our next game we might have to remove team colors altogether as we try to figure out what's going on. Lava, you are quite late as, yes, this is round 3 of 4 with, That's Crazy taking the series 2-0 as of right now.
Looks like That's Crazy is going to run their traditional defense, but except with the Mei and the Doomfist here. So that's going to be interesting. The Mei is probably going to try and ice wall the Rhine off here. As soon as he pushes in. There it is. There's the ice wall right onto the Reinhardt. He's going to get bubbled though, but he's on his own, so it doesn't seem like he lasts that long. Oh, no, he gets Endel. Looks like he's going to survive, actually. The point's being slowly capped by Solid Water as Nuka-Llama actually get Khaled. Alright, so looks like they're actually going to get this. Expendable University will cap this. So they're going to go straight to the point because they have character advantage. They're going to stray through as there's only 3 people alive on That's Crazy. You can just go straight in. Already got 2 ticks. Oh, very close. Endil coming in. He's going to get picked right away. They have a Nano and Jinpachi. Henry C will pick off Blue Toxin. Bronze rank gets Khaled though. They grab and then a freeze will come in. But it doesn't matter, they capped immediately.
A very fast time coming up from That's Crazy. 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Only a minute and a half. Not even a minute and 15 seconds to capture both objectives. As far as I remember, I don't remember anything being as fast as this point on a Hanamura. That's Crazy. Really seems to be favoring the goats comp in any map where it's applicable, and Expandable University still not finding a way to counter it. However, if their current comp is any suggestion to what could be happening, they seem to be running something similar to a Sombra Goats. No, and they're all swapping off now. As Solid Water once again might be debating me with the Torbjorn pick. It appears as if that's not the case, as Solid Water is now leaving the spawn as Torbjorn, and for all those lucky viewers at home, you now get to see some very fine Torb play coming out from Solid Water.
Just for the chat quickly, we do apologize that the names are switched. They will get fixed soon, so I apologize on that. You just have to bear with us.
I can fix that as we speak. That was my mistake. Thank you, Hamika, for keeping up with the chat.
Alright, So
Defend objective.
Expendable University will actually run Defense Torb and Reaper here, but is it going to be enough for Henry C's Sombra and Endel's Genji? No pushes soon. They're just waiting. Wonder what they're waiting on.
It could be their Sombra. Looking for a nice hack.
Try to get a... They're pushing in now. Khaled's gonna push him straight through. Henry C is gonna get Nuka Llama, but Solid Water's gonna kill Khaled with this turret. Pickle's gonna have to run away, but he's gonna get picked by the turret as well. The turret's
Solid
doing
Water
crazy
with the
work. Solid
4K on the Torbjorn.
5K.
With the D-Mech onto
Great
Jinpachi as well, nearly team wiping.
Insane. He's already at 80% ultimate charge as well. Endo will switch to Hanzo here. A
Henry
little
C
extra
looking for
damage,
hack.
especially against... Oh, sorry, what was that?
Henry C looking for hacks again in the backline.
Yeah. See Henry C trying to find an opportunity here. Maybe try to pick bronze rank here. Bronze rank can hear his footsteps a little, so he knows he's there. Still no push from that. That's crazy. Being very patient with this. He's gonna push now. Khaled, I mean not crazy, expendable. They're gonna push far. They're gonna nano Khaled. Khaled's gonna take out the turret right away, but iDivine's gonna take out Khaled. They're gonna need a shatter, but it's not gonna find anyone. Boomob's gonna run back to point. Looks like Endel's gonna run away, but he's gonna get picked right off.
That's crazy.
That's
Winning that
crazy.
fight using only the Earthshatter from the Reinhardt, having 4 ults in the bank right now, and Nuke Llama very close to a 5th. As
Expendable University very close to all of their ults though. 89, 82, and 95. They could get their ults very quick to combo. Endel takes out the turret as well. They can see them through the walls here because of the arrow. iDivine will grab here. But it doesn't look like they're going to pick anyone. They have a nanoed Rhine, but it's not going to do much. Big shatter, but it looks like he's not going to find much, but the Solid Water's turret's going to kill Khaled. 50 is going to find Endil. It's a full retry for Expendable University. Henry C is still in the back and has been in the back for quite a while.
Henry C has been playing this round very passively, and with a dive comp, you don't want to be playing as passive as they've been. They've wasted a lot of time waiting for Henry to move, but he has
26 seconds left here. I'm gonna push straight in. Huge EMP that he was waiting for. The Diva Bomb. He's gonna find 2 people in the turret. Reinhardt very low. It's gonna be a team wipe. And they're gonna cap the point. I guess their patience paid off. But they're still gonna have a lot less time for the second point here.
That is true. It's a huge bomb that helped them capture this point, but ultimates on their side aren't really aren't that robust. So we can't imagine they're gonna snowball through and take point B right away.
Endo trying to find some picks on the Torb here. It's not gonna do too much. Pickle gets Sleep Dart. I was gonna hold off the push for a few seconds. They're able to go in now. Speed boosts in. Henry C is still in the back line. The Death Blossom from 50 picks off Endel. Khaled gets Bronzer rank. Pickle trapped in there. Henry C does get iDivine. But it doesn't seem like they're gonna be able to cap it, so they're gonna back off here.
Henry C with EMP almost ready. I wonder if they're gonna use it right away or hold off to combo with the Deep Bomb as they did in the previous push. Like, that's a combo that seems to be winning the fights. Solid Water off the Torbjorn, sadly, and onto the Pharah now.
Endil will pick off Solid Water right away. The push in, Lucio and Winston. Khaled jumping straight up, and Imp right away. No ults to follow up, maybe. Jinpachi does find item. Fudamob finds Blue Toxin. Solid Water hacked here. Look at the armor pack though. Fudamob also just in the back here, healing him up. Pickle will pop his ult. The sound barrier. NBC has to back off for being low. It looks like Bronzedrake's gonna find Fudamob, and they gotta back up here. Hasn't found any tick yet.
Yeah, Expandable University opting to use a lot of their ultimates there, but instead of holding them for a potential combo, they find nobody and are now without their ultimates.
That's crazy with 2 ultimates though. Endil does have his Dragon Strike. Jinpachi getting close to his bomb. Doesn't seem like Expendable University has very many combos, but oh, huge sleep dart onto Khaled. That's gonna be very bad. We get a huge shatter from That's Crazy. Dragon Strike coming in. It's gonna find Solid Water, but it's not gonna do too much. So they're gonna have to back up once again. As Bronze Rank popping off, getting a 3K.
Yeah, Expandable University, once again, still using a lot of ultimates, not comboing them, or even trying to. Has swapped over to a GOATS composition now, though, but once again, the time isn't there for their ultimates.
With 1 minute remaining in the match, they're going to go up top here with GOATS comp. That's Crazy getting quite a bit of their ultimates ready. They're going to be holding ready for the top part. Expendable University just pushing straight in. Look at the Nano Blade though. Or not a Nano, well, Miss Nano Blade I believe. And that's going to be another failed push.
30 seconds left on the clock as Pickle Rubro gets staggered. There's not going to be enough time really for a full push on the side of Expandable University. They're going to have to try and push this potentially a little bit staggered. Actually, no, I was wrong. They are able to regroup at least enough to start this push.
Will they make it in time though? Speed boost straight in. Try not to get staggered here. They're gonna come straight in. They're gonna pop a tactical visor from That's Crazy. They're gonna find 2 picks and they grab on the Jinpachi. Khaled does find 50, but I don't believe it's gonna be enough. That's Crazy will win this.
Yeah, Khaled tried to save it with that Earth Shatter, and it was a massive Earth Shatter, but it wasn't enough to team wipe them by himself. That's Crazy really starting to show their dominance now as we approach the end of this match. That's Crazy is the official winner of this match. However, we do have one more map as both teams try and better their playoff chances by winning this next one. Now, while we have the time, I will do my best to fix the issues that I'm currently having.
I will see what the chat says. So, Celery Man Overwatch says Hanamura is a weak map for Expandable, and they'll get him next round. Do you think they're going to get him next round?
Next round, with how things have been going, I don't see any way that Expandable University can turn this around. I can imagine this is starting to get to them now. Having lost 3 maps in a row in their first game of the season, it takes a toll on you, as I learned in my first game in this season. So, if the mental game from Expandable University falls apart, I don't see any way they'd be able to win this. Let me just confirm, team names are correct. They are indeed.
So we're going to be going on to Eichenwald here. Another very hard to push in the first point map here. 2 choke points this time, but a very close room for the second one, and the big one is very hard to get.
Yeah,
The
this is going to be
team definitely has an advantage.
This is going to be a difficult push. I think for Thunderstorm Gaming not really are opting to run the dive more often than a Reinhardt composition. And in saying that, Eichenwald really needs the Reinhardt to point A with the 2 chokes, as Hamika mentioned. Without that assistance, without the protection of the Rhine Shell, I don't see much of a push coming out of Expandable University. However, we don't need to worry about that right now as they are defending. And it will be, that's crazy on attack. Expandable University opting to go with a Soldier Hanzo DPS duo, something I've never seen before in Overwatch.
5,
And support, not very much heals either. It seems like they're opting for consistency over burst here, which we'll have to
He's
see how that
pushing in
works.
straight through the middle here. Gonna speed boost right past him. They're gonna go to the left, just straight to the point. No picks yet, but they're anti. Henry C does pick off bronze rank. And Endil will pick Eye Divine. Nukalama will get Kala though. They definitely have a significant hero advantage here, so I think they're gonna hold this.
Yes, Henry C bringing back his hit scan prowess with a pick onto Solid Water as well. Late stagger. Bringing back his hit scan prowess from Watchpoint Gibraltar, and despite what I was thinking at the beginning, may be the X factor in how they win this.
Trying
Map.
again the same comp, but this time Blue Toxin going straight in for Kala. That's crazy going in and gets Kala right away. They're going straight to the side of the health pack room. They're going to find some picks here as they slowly cap the back. Henry sees in a sleep dart, and that looks like they're going to cap it. Dragon Strike coming in. It's 2 of them though. Jinpachi just soloing the payload. Oh, he gets picked off though. And that's going to be a cap. Oh. Now it's going to be a cap.
Both Endel and Khaled here are going to be back spawn here, going for a very late recontest, and Expandable University isn't going to be able to contest for a good long while, having to forfeit the castle door choke. However, Endel has swapped over to the Pharah now, and on the side of That's Crazy, all they have to counter that is the Ana at the moment.
The foot mob as well as a Mercy to help with that Pharah. Solid Water's going to try and push in, but he's going to have to back off with the pressure up there. Expendable University all contesting the top point here. They got to jump down sometime soon. Khaled goes in. They got a lot of picks. Solid Water's going to have to back off, but he can't. Blue Toxin's picked, and that's a full reset for That's Crazy.
Henry C once again with another massive play, and I'm very impressed with Henry C's play in particular. Yes, as the chat is noting out, colorblind is a very buggy thing, and we'll be attempting to fix that in the future.
Own here on the payload, but he's gonna solo push it. 50 switching to the McCree now, trying to counter that Pharah. It's being contested by him. Endo will pick him off. Food Mob does res Henry C after he is picked off. Endil getting bronze rank. But Blue Toxin is slowly pushing this payload on his own. Eye Divine supporting him. They might even get to it. Huge shatter. Pickle does use his Transcendence. And Blue Toxin will take Jinpachi all the way back. Again, another redo for That's Crazy.
That's Crazy. Despite a fast point A cap, it now has 3 minutes remaining. Still a massive time bank, but Expandable University putting up a good hold on point B.
Blue Toxin pushing up top on his own. He's gonna have to back off there. Does get nanoed. Solid Water up top. He's backing up as well. Blue Toxin jumping back in. No pick so far. Oh, never mind. I stand corrected. Endel does get 50. Henry C gets Blue Toxin. 50 gets Endel. They killed each other. Henry C will get Solid Water. Another reset for That's Crazy.
Celery man, someone better be on back cap watch. I'd be very interested to see if Solid Water would be able to flank behind him, get that back cap as Genji.
Should be very interesting. Henry C does get 50. Looks like Solid Water is flanking behind them here. Ready for something. Get grabbed. Not much follow-up though, besides one pick onto Henry C. Boot Mob will res him as well. We've an ult from Solid Water. Trying to go for Endel. Doesn't get much though. As 15 Blue Toxin are killing everyone right now. They're going to be able to push the payload finally. Jinpachi tries desperately to back off. Solid Water will get Pickler. And Jinpachi's mech. Kala will punish him for that. As Endel barrages behind, but iDivine gets him. Bronze Rank does get Food Mob, so that's Mercy down. And it looks as if That's Crazy is going to cap this.
Bronze Rank choosing to use the Coalescence there may have been a little bit of over-ulting on their side. With the Tactical Visor, that would have been a... Or sorry, with the Graviton Surge that they nearly have, that would have been a huge combo. Which they no longer
back
have.
to try and contest this choke here. We see in a lot of games, this is where the payload normally stops, so let's see what happens here. They have a Deadeye coming out. 50 will take out Henry C. A Diva Bomb coming from the back. Won't find anyone though. Pallet charges in, will get Bronze Rank. Blue Toxin not too happy about that, will come back. We have a Tactical Visor popped out by Henry C. Will find 2 people. 3 people, or 3k. Very useful ult. Jinpachi will take out Blue Toxin, and that's it.
Blue Toxin opting to use the Primal Rage there must indicate a switch, otherwise it's a very poorly used ultimate. And there comes the switch. Grav Blade combo ready on the side of That's Crazy. However, Pickle does have his Transcendence.
See, the team's about to contest again. Khaled trying to get an early fire strike for some extra damage there. Doesn't do too much. A huge grab. Solid Water finds 2 of them. It looks like That's Crazy is gonna get a massive team wipe, almost. 5-man. Poot Mob being desperately trying to go. He's wiped out. Endil, Dragon Blades, finds Nukalama, but 50 takes him out. Khaled gets Solid Water. Huge shatter from Khaled, which doesn't seem like he's doing anything, as Blue Toxin shatters back, and they cap it.
That's Crazy taking this third point in a closer map than the rest have been, but still setting a 43-second time bank. Both sides here have been this map's been very back and forth. Both teams using ultimates, one fight and then the next team using the other, and whichever team has the ultimate tends to win. With, as the chat noted, Footmob stuck with the Mercy after dropping the Pharah, which maybe wasn't the right call, as she didn't really have that much to damage boost, and the lackluster healing could have better been provided by Ana. Now with That's Crazy on defense, Expandable University fighting to try and not get 4-0'd in their first game of the season.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Looks like we will have 50 on McCree here. Maybe expecting a Pharah of Expendables.
Yeah, both Pardon as That's Crazy setting up both Nuke Llama and Solid Water very late into the round might not be able to get there in time, but I stand corrected. They are now with their team.
ExPandable is running the Doomfist Sombra combo here, so that could be very interesting. Running a very, very divey comp here, except the Ana. Just gonna wait around the corner. We've seen a lot of patience in these games here. Trying to get the Sombra behind. Try to build up some ult as they push in. Blue Toxin is sleep darted, so he's gonna be resting there for quite some time, and that could be crucial. Endil falling back after getting low here. Blue Toxin behind, he's gonna charge back to his team. We can see Henry C gets picked off by Solid Water, but Endil gets bronze rank. It looks like That's Crazy will take out the team.
Yes, to reiterate once again to chat, the colors are struggling at the moment. Tomorrow we'll either go without or have it fixed, and things should be better. However, on a more important note, Solid Water has his Dragon Strike ready very quickly, as well as Nuke Llama with the rally. 50 with Noon as well.
You can see Henry C still in the backline once again, trying to build up that EMP here. They can hear his footsteps, so they know he's back there. They're being very cautious with that. ExPandable just waiting, being very patient, as we've seen before. They start to go in now. Speed boost, his Khaled jumps in, going straight to the point. We have a Dragon Strike straight in, cutting the team off of each other. Brigitte pops her rally. Endil will find Solid though, but 50 will find Khaled and Endil. It looks like it's another reset for ExPandable. With a little less than 2 minutes to go, they still have not gotten a single tick.
Ultimates are coming online on the side of ExPandable University though, 75% to the EMP, and that's what they're waiting on. That's gonna be when they make their strongest push, is when the entirety of That's Crazy.
Nano on Khaled. He's gonna try and jump for the back line. Not gonna find too much, as Endil tries to intervene. Yeah, Shatter doesn't find too much. Endil once again getting 50. Jinpachi gets Solid Water, so there's no DPS for That's Crazy. Henry C will get Nuke Llama. I think that was a desperation grab, but I believe that was eaten. So that's very good. Now they have no grab, and
yeah,
they will, and ExPandable will cap it.
A lot of ultimates used by That's Crazy, and none of them finding anything. They only retain the McCree High Noon for his next fight.
Solid Wall will pick Endil off right away. The result of overextension. Khaled has to pop his Primal Rage here so he doesn't get picked. He's going to back off to his team though. Payload has just reached the door now. So they didn't lose very much. Blue Toxin pushing up quite far to the choke point here.
Yeah, ExPandable University not being able to push the card through that choke there will make it very hard for them to cap all of B in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
50 will find Endil.
Henry C set up right behind 50. Might be looking to hack him as soon as he pops High Noon.
A huge anti onto I Divine and Blue Toxin. Shatter gone. Big in EMP. Jinpachi will try to get 50 away from that Deadeye, but he will still find 2 people. And it looks like That's Crazy has a lot of picks, and they're gonna still hold this.
Because of the positioning of the card, there's gonna have to be 3 fights on point B at minimum. If
Endil will pick I Divine off right off the bat, so that could open for a good push. Henry C will switch off to the Widow from Sombra. Solid Water will pick him off right away though, from his own Widow pick. Khaled will try to dive. Jinpachi takes out Solid Water right away. iDivine pushed on his own. No boosters now. Looks like Blue Toxin will take out the backline here. Henry C will demech iDivine. Khaled gets Blue Toxin, but Bronze Rig does take out Endel. That could be crucial. Diva Bomb, huge Diva Bomb, takes out Bronze Rank and iDivine. Henry C does take out 50, so they are able to push this payload for quite a while.
Jinpachi right now seems to be vying for Poco's throne as the king of Diva Bombs, having hit many massive ones throughout this game.
The tank duo both jumping onto the payload along with the Brigitte. The Dragon Strike coming in to split up the team here. Doesn't get anyone though, as iDivine does take out Pickle. Blue Toxin pushing very far to get Khaled. We see that That's Crazy has a lot of ults to work with, and they don't seem to be that scared about pushing up as far because they can hold their ground here. Endel's going to desperately try to head to the payload, but it's not going to work out. Another Diva Bomb coming out. Doesn't find anyone though. Khaled does get 50, and he's the only one on the payload here. He is nanoed. Not going to put too much worth out. Oh, he hops off, but ooh, nice ult right there. He hopped right back onto the point to contest. He's jumping around and knocking everyone around to try and get some environmental kills. Doesn't find any though. Solid Water does get Henry C. And it looks like That's Crazy are going to get some picks here. Deadeye coming out from 50, picks off 2 of them, and that's the game.
That's it. That's Crazy taking this series 4-0 over Expandable University.
Play of the game.
Very impressive play coming out from That Crazy, starting off the season strong with a huge 4-0. In the Diamond League, I believe there are 8 teams at the moment, so for a playoff berth, getting a 4-0 is absolutely massive for if they want to try and make the season's playoffs.
It's a very good series for both teams.
Yes, no team was ever feeding at any point. However, That's Crazy always seemed to be the better team throughout the entirety of the match.
I would have to agree. Their defense was very solid in every map that we saw. As soon as they capped the point, most of the time they never let go of it.
Yeah, so as we approach the end of the stream, I would like to thank both teams for playing, and as well as that, I would like to make 2 quick announcements. First, as of a couple hours ago, I was promoted to head of the media team for Rose League. So if anyone has any questions regarding the stream or joining the team or anything like that, please feel free to message me. My Discord name is Sleepy. As well as that, caster and media team applications are still open. Anybody looking to apply can send in an application at the link listed in the Rose League Constitution down at the bottom of the document. And that is all for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Sleepy. This is Haimika, and we'll be seeing you guys next time.
Thank you.
Goodbye.